All right, let's take a look at using Microsoft Word. So to get at the program, we can go to our apps over here in our start menu. Your start button might be towards the center. We can either scroll down or you can type in Word in this search area, whichever one works easiest for you. But we're looking for Microsoft Word. Sometimes it might take a second for the program to open up. Okay. You'll see. Where are you at? Oh, there we go. We're in the wrong screen. There we go. All right. So I've got, when you open up the program, it'll open up to the screen where you can open up a blank document or open something else you're working on. Most likely, we're going to be starting off with a blank document for your projects in here. So let's get in. Today, we're just going to take a basic, really quick look at the program itself. As you go through the assignments, you're going to learn how to use a lot of these features on here, though. The program itself, Microsoft Word, what is it used for? Well, obviously, using it to write papers or so. If we have to write a paper, it needs to be typed up, we can use the Microsoft Word, which is a word processing program. Okay. Let's take a quick look at the menus over here. So we have our different options in our file menu. We have file there. We're on the home menu, which opens up this little ribbon. And you'll see when I click on each one of these, it opens up a new ribbon with a lot more options under it. The home one is the main one you're going to use. Tons of features on here. A lot of times when you're going to type, you're choosing a font size. Most of the time, again, your teacher might tell you what to use. Times New Roman, font size 12. A lot of your papers might be set to that. But we can come in and make things bold, italics, and so on. We're going to look at a lot more of these features as you work through the projects themselves in class. But we do want to be familiar with these windows here and these ribbons. So, and you notice when I go to different ones, insert, obviously inserting, it talks about putting something in the document. In this case, it could be a table, pictures, shapes, so on. We'll play around with this throughout the year. Drawings, we can add little drawings to it. Designs, maybe something I've typed up. And we want to use a preset design to make it look a little nicer. We could always do that. How it's laid out. The margins, things like that. We'll play around with these on the other assignments. Our references, if we're really getting in depth and we need to make footnotes and things like that, that'll be under here. Mailings, again, we're not going to get this advanced, but if we were doing some real heavy office work where a lot of these, our document had to go out to thousands of people, maybe we're setting up envelopes and mailing labels and things like that. Place where we can review some of the stuff we've done there and our different types of views. So a lot of this we're going to look at more in depth. One of the other things I want to look at today, okay, is the file section, saving and opening things. So actually, let me go back here. Let's say you're working on a document, you want to save it. Could be done a number of different ways. I can click the save button here. I can hit Control S on my computer. I can go over to File and choose Save, Save As. Either of those options will get us there. Since we haven't named it yet, if I choose Save, it's going to go to Save As because I haven't given it a name. So either one of these is going to take us to the same spot, the Save As. Okay. What's important, one of the important things, obviously, with saving is know where you're saving it to. Right now, it says it's going to save in this OneDrive. That's for my stuff, okay? It saves automatically that OneDrive, so you need to know where you're saving it to, okay? A lot of options over here. When I go to this screen, it kind of shows you that this is the stuff on this computer, okay? So the things on this PC. But obviously, this is also in a network, so there are network options. Okay, let's say if I wanted to save it to the desktop, and I've done that before. I guess we'll take a little peek there. I've got a bunch of stuff on my desktop I sometimes save to kind of get at it a lot quicker. Okay, but you'll notice that gets kind of tangled up with a lot of things in there. So sometimes it's better to save to other spots. Okay, so we can save to different spots on here, know where you're saving to. Same thing when we go to open something. Okay, when I go to open something, you got to know where it's at. Okay. For our class, we can browse around. Like I said, some of the stuff I'll have you get from the Google Classroom. When you click on it, sometimes maybe downloads to the download folder. Well, where is our downloads folder? It's off to the side over here. So right now under this PC, if I look, oh, it might be in here. So if I download something, it might be in here. Usually it comes up by date, so it would say today. If I downloaded something, then it might be there. I can open it up edit it inside the word processor, that's one of those options. But again, just a real basic intro to kind of how to save, how to get at things, and what it looks like. This unit, like I said, we're going to be using Microsoft Word, playing around with the different features in there.